Hi, welcome to 321 Connection. I'm here with Kelsey Hockaday and Kaylee Miller talking about the Culture Awareness Coalition. So welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
So, tell us about the Culture Awareness Coalition and how did you both get involved?
Well, I'm Katie Miller, and the Cultural Awareness Coalition is a community-wide group of volunteers who actively work to promote a community where all people can live and grow and thrive. So volunteers are individuals who are either really passionate about the work or represent other organizations in the community. And we are supported by the Midland Area Community Foundation, and they support our work in creating this inclusive environment and inclusive community that we really envision for Midland. So for me personally, I am the representative from two different organizations to the CAC. So I am the liaison from the Midland Center for the Arts as well as the Midland County Inclusion Alliance. And I think I've been involved for about 3 years now. And I serve on the Cultural Awareness Month subcommittee.
And I'm Kelsey Hockaday. I'm from Disability Network of Mid-Michigan, so I'm the liaison for DNMM. I've been with the CAC for about a year now, maybe a little over a year. I serve on the Cultural Awareness Month subcommittee, and I also help with the Juneteenth Block Party planning. And getting involved, was just it seemed natural to me. I do a lot of diversity education and inclusion at Disability Network, so being involved on a wider scale was just really great.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So, what does culture awareness mean to you?
Culture is really our whole way of life. It's made up of our values and our beliefs, our traditions, our food, our dance, our celebrations. So when you are culturally aware, I think it means that you recognize that people's traditions and their beliefs and maybe how they act and the things they celebrate in their life comes from their culture.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah.
So, why do we celebrate cultural differences?
I mean, that's the best way, honestly, to build relationships and build bridges between different people in our community. So when you celebrate cultural differences, the things that make us unique and special, we're really honoring each other and we're connecting to each other in a really special way. So we know that bias, right, the kind of like, I'm not sure about you sort of feeling, is rooted in ignorance. So when we find ways to come together, to learn about each other, and to then celebrate the things that make us different, we really learn to understand and respect each other in a really special way. And that is how, one of the ways that the CAC and the people that, do this work want to, or one of the ways that we use to move us towards this idea of a community that's inclusive and welcoming, where everyone can live their lives and really thrive.
Wow. That's really cool.
It is really cool. I agree.
So, how do your small group to share your mission?
So the CAC has a lot of different subcommittees that we work to impact different areas of the community. So some of the subcommittees include the Cultural Awareness Subcommittee, which Katie and I are both a part of, and we're here to talk to you about Cultural Awareness Month coming up. But there's also subcommittees for Neighboring Week, for Community Conversations, which is a program that gets different nonprofits together to do diversity education and inclusion training. And then we also do a lot of collaborative work, like with the Juneteenth Block Party, the Lunar New Year celebration, Kid Zone stage at the River Days. So we're active in a lot of different parts of the community.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah.
It gives people a lot of opportunity to use their talents in different ways
Absolutely.
too, which is really exciting.
Yeah, I agree to that too.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us more about Culture Awareness Month.
Cultural Awareness Month is the month of October, and it's a long-standing tradition here in Midland County. And it's a series of events that different organizations put together around this idea of exploring and celebrating culture. So we have a whole list of things that are coming up during the month of October, but I'll highlight just a few of them. So at the Midland Center for the Arts on October 13th, the Gavilan Brothers, which is an amazing musical duo, will be performing, and then we'll be hosting a celebration reception afterwards where you can meet and greet with the artist and meet other people in the community. On October 21st, the Islamic Center of Midland is going to be hosting an open house for the first time in like 5 or 6 years, where you can browse cultural displays, hear speakers, and meet your Muslim neighbors. The Breaking Bread Village, our friend Erin Patrice, is going to be hosting a live show on October 24th at the Grace A. Dowd Library, exploring different ideas of morality and ideology, which is going to be really exciting. And we have a few other things coming up, but I know you're doing some things with Disability Network, Kelsey.
Yeah, Disability Network, in conjunction with Erin Patrice at the Breaking Bread Village, is doing a 2-part panel where we're going to talk about the disability community and what happens when people with disabilities come together and celebrate. So a lot of cool different things that we're going to highlight are caregivers of people with disabilities coming together to do things in the community, and all of the different ways that we show up. And so we're also having an equity challenge from the United Way, which is going to be a 10-day challenge in late October. That's going to focus on the ALICE population, and that means asset limited, income constrained, employed. So those are folks who are traditionally underserved, and so we're going to talk about that population and disability in that equity challenge, and that's going to be a really great learning opportunity.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, there's a lot of great things happening that month.
Yes. So, do you have any favorite memories about the Cultural Awareness Coalition?
Yeah, I think one of my favorite projects that I've been involved with, kind of from a lot of different angles, is being on the committee that founded and built out the first ever Juneteenth block party back in 2021 or 2022, and we just did another one in 2023. So the chance to do this for the first time ever and celebrate Juneteenth as a federal holiday and bring people together around food and music and this idea of celebrating that cultural moment in particular has been a lot of fun. It was challenging, but a really fun event to pull together. I got to work with a ton of different people from across the community to make that a reality. So that's been one of my favorite projects I've worked on.
Wow.
I have to second that. I think bringing the Juneteenth block party to life has been instrumental for the community, seeing the joy that it creates for folks who haven't had that celebration before, and an outlet for that celebration is really impactful. But my other favorite thing about working with the Cultural Awareness Coalition is just the community and being connected to people, like-minded people throughout the community who just want to improve where we're living, make people feel included, and just getting to work with folks like that from all over the community is it's really rewarding and fulfilling.
Wow. Sounds like a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun. We have a
Yes.
lot of fun at the CAC.
We do.
How can we learn more about the Midland Cultural Awareness Coalition?
So all of our information is housed on the Midland Area Community Foundation website. So there's a separate page on the website for the Cultural Awareness Coalition where you can go and find out about all of our programs and all of our initiatives. But in terms of Cultural Awareness Month events, you'll want to go visit the Max Loves Midland community calendar, MaxLovesMidland.gov. And there, all of our events for the month are tagged with Cultural Awareness Month. So you can go and search for those in particular, and it'll have all the details for all of the plethora of things that we have coming up to celebrate Cultural Awareness Month.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for joining Midland Connection.
Thank you, Luke.
It's such a pleasure.
So that was Kelsey Hockaday and Katie Miller from the Cultural Awareness Coalition. I'm your host, Luke Denley from Midland Connection, sign off. Hi, welcome to 3, 2, 1 Connection. This time we have Ann Maneri. We're going to be talking about what a county clerk does. So welcome to the show.
Thanks, Luke. It's my pleasure to be here with you today.
So welcome.
It's good to see you.
So how do you get involved with the county clerk's office?
So it's kind of a long story, but I'll make
Okay.
it quick. I started working there in 1987 as a
Wow.
high school co-op. I know, that was a long time ago. But I worked there as a high school co-op and really enjoyed the work that they did there. And so in 1990, I was offered a full-time position and worked my way up through the ranks. And today I'm now the county clerk.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. So, tell us more about what you do at the county clerk's office.
So the county clerk's office has lots of different roles within the community. So if you need a birth certificate and you were born here in Midland, you can come see us. If you get married and you need a marriage license, you could come down to the office and get a copy of that. We also do all of the elections for Midland County. So any election that's happening, even if it's just a small school election, is run through the county clerk's office. So we go out and we train all the election workers. There's about 300 election workers in the county that we
Wow.
train. Every 2 years we have to do that. So elections are a big part of our job, but we also do DBAs. So if you're doing business under a name other than your own, you would come to the county clerk's office and record that business name with us. We also do concealed pistol licenses. So if someone wants to be able to carry a weapon concealed in the state of Michigan, you apply at your county clerk's office and we get you the permit to be able to do that.
Wow.
So lots of fun things.
Yes. What do you do at your second office at the circuit court?
So a lot of people don't know that the county clerk is also the clerk of the circuit court here in Midland. And again, lots of responsibilities in that office as well. So if you happen to get a jury questionnaire or you have been asked to serve on jury duty, that comes out of the circuit court clerk's office. We also handle any matters related to children, so children custody, support. If people get divorced, we handle all the divorces in Midland, felony cases, so if you get in big trouble, you would be in circuit court. We also do passports in my office, so if you need to get a passport, you can always come to the circuit court clerk's office and come see us, and we'll help you out with that.
Wow. Really amazing.
Lots of diverse things, so that's why I love my job, because I get to do
Yes.
all kinds of different things on a regular basis.
So, how do you keep track of all the records for the county?
So used to be everything was only paper. We always had to keep paper copies of every document that was filed in the office, whether it be a birth record, a death record, a marriage license, or if it was a court filing. We are now starting to digitize images, but we still have to keep hard copies of a lot of documents. But we are trying to move to some digital media where we can actually store some of that so we can kind of free up some space, because you can imagine if you have court records all the way back to 1947 to the present day and it's in hard copy, that takes a lot of room. So we are trying to digitize as much as possible, but still making sure that we're preserving the documents for the people of Midland County.
Wow. How can people in Midland County vote?
So we had a proposal passed last year. It was actually a constitutional amendment that changed some rules regarding the election process. So now you have 3 different ways you can vote in Midland. You can go to your precinct on election day, which you've always been able to do. You also can vote absentee, which is where you contact your clerk, township and or city clerk, and request an absentee ballot be sent to you. And you can get that at your home, vote it at your leisure, mail it back in, or drop it off to your local clerk's office. And now, because of the constitutional amendment, we are also going to have 9 days of early voting. And those will be, it'll start the Saturday before the election. I'm sorry, the Saturday before. So if the election's on a Tuesday, it's the week before on a Saturday. And for 9 days, you'll be able to come here, because we're actually going to do it here at the library. And we'll have a voting super center where you'll be able to come in, doesn't matter where you live in the county, you'll be able to come in and you'll be able to cast a ballot right here at this location. We will have hours and the dates published as soon as we know when the first election in 2024 is going to happen. We'll have that available so people will be able to come here and vote. So 3 different options, so everybody will be able to vote.
Wow. Like, cool.
Yes, we want to make sure people can vote. That was the big deal with the constitutional amendment. So.
Yes. Do you have any favorite memories of working for a county clerk?
Well, I've been with the county clerk's office for almost 34 years, so I have lots of memories, but probably my favorite one, you made me think hard about this when I saw the question. When I first started working for the clerk's office, I did a lot of the genealogy research for people who were looking for information about their families. And I always enjoyed doing that. But my favorite one was we had some folks that were remodeling, and they dug up some of their property and they found a headstone from a cemetery on their property. And it had been buried for a number of years, so they had no idea how to figure out where it came from. So I literally was able to go back through the records and found the person who had passed away in actually 1873, and it was actually able to track their family down and return the headstone to them. And that would have been in like 1992 or 93, I did that. So just like fun things like that, you know, actually reuniting something with a family, that was a really feel-good moment. So
Wow.
that was a good memory for me.
So where can I learn more about the Midland County Clerk's office?
Probably the best place, if you have questions, would be to go on the website, the MidlandCounty.org website. It has all the county departments listed on there, but you could go to the county clerk's homepage, my homepage, or you certainly could always email me or give me a phone call. My email is amaneri@co.midland.mi.us. And within a day or two, I will get back to you if you send me an email if you have questions.
Well, thank you for joining.
Thank you so much, Luke. I
So,
appreciated it.
So that was Ann Maneri talking about her job as a county clerk. And I'm your talk show host, Luke, Jim White, Baseball Connections, sign off. Hi. Welcome to 321 Connection. This time we have Julian on and Eric K. We're going to talk about the cancer services. So welcome to the show.
Thank you, Luke.
So welcome. So how did you get involved with cancer services?
Well, I have been with Cancer Services for a number of years as the executive director, and Eric, my colleague, can tell you about how we found him and when he started.
So I have been with Cancer Services about three and a half years.
Wow.
Made the transition from health administration world to the nonprofit world, and honestly, I couldn't be happier.
Before I worked at Cancer Services, I worked at the Temple Theater in Saginaw, and a friend of mine told me of a position that was open, and I had been attending fundraisers for Cancer Services for many, many years. So I found it intriguing, and it was I love it, actually. But I wanted Eric to say that he hired with Cancer Services. We met him and hired him a week before the pandemic.
3 days.
Wow.
3 days before
3
the
days.
pandemic shut down. So he had training from afar and worked with our clients from afar, from home when we had a shelter in place. And now it's been 3.5 years you've been with us, and it's been a It's been great.
Time flies when you're
Our
having
clients
fun.
love Eric.
So,
Yes, congratulations.
Yeah.
So can it be scary to have cancer?
It can be very scary to have cancer for anyone, any age. Yes, yes, it can. Fear of the unknown, I think, right, Eric?
yeah, a lot of people when they come to us, you know, it's their first diagnosis, so they don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
So it can be pretty scary, pretty overwhelming.
Yeah. So, how emotional is cancer?
Oh, what kind of emotional support do we have? Well, a lot. We have a lot of emotional support. So what we would like the public to know is that we serve 600 clients annually,
Wow.
right? And a lot of them are underserved, so they might need financial aid and help with bills like car repairs and rent and mortgage and taxes. But we also serve a population that doesn't need financial aid, and they need emotional support, because regardless of your income, cancer can wreak havoc on a person and and take an emotional toil, right? So
Yeah, we offer a pretty wide variety of
Go ahead.
emotional
Tell 'em.
services. A big part of what we do is monthly support groups. So we
Okay.
have monthly support groups for our patients, and we have caregiver support groups as well that are specifically designed for the caregivers of our clients. We offer private one-on-one counseling sessions. We have what we call the PALS program, which stands for Partners as Life Survivors, where we can partner somebody with somebody who has just been diagnosed and just came on board with us. We partner
Wow.
them with someone who's already gone through treatment.
so they can talk to someone who's been through the exact diagnosis. And we're happy about that. We also have wellness programs.
Yes, we offer bi-weekly yoga sessions every 2 weeks.
That
Yeah.
are specific to
I forget
our
anything.
clients. They're private classes, and the instructors are certified to work with people that might have physical limitations because of the cancer diagnosis or cancer treatment.
Wow.
So yeah, and we have 3 different counselors. We like to, so Eric knows all of our clients. They all love him. But when someone requests private counseling, Eric can look at the 3 counselors that we use. One is and the demographic that they would be best connected with. So like one is a younger man and he works with our younger clientele. We have a very wisdom-filled counselor with a lot of experience. We work with a woman that is also she's a psychotherapist, but she also is a licensed chaplain. So if people are looking for spiritual support, Eric would identify, based on the personality of the client that he's working with, who would be the best fit.
Wow.
I know, it's a lot.
Yes. So, what are some services you provide to help families with their physical needs?
With physical needs?
Yes.
Go ahead, Eric.
Thinking about physical needs, a lot of what we do
Oh.
is we have a boutique in our office space, which we call the Unique Boutique,
Okay.
where we provide nutritional supplements, any kind of supplies that they might need while they're going through treatment. Yeah.
So it's called a Unique Boutique, and we have hundreds of wigs. We have prosthesis for people that have mastectomies if they have breast cancer. With a prosthetic, they're expensive. It's $400 per side, and with that you would require special undergarments to wear. We also have a lot of the equipment that people need while they're fighting cancer that they never really wanted, like
Wheelchairs, walkers, canes, safety
Bedside
rails,
commodes.
handrails, things like that.
adult briefs, food supplements like Ensure, because a lot of people, when they have chemotherapy, they lose weight. and a lot of times their doctor does not want them to lose weight. So we provide all of that because it's expensive.
Yes.
And we provide, we have a program through, that we partner with My Michigan Health for the oncology nutrition program, where we can actually send clients to a one-on-one session with a nutritionist at the hospital to kind of go over, how they can best, ensure that they're getting the proper nutrition while they're going through treatment.
Wow.
So the nutritionist understands if they're having chemotherapy, if they have trachs, or they need feeding tubes, and she can help each individual based on their need, make sure that they get through their cancer journey more healthy. It's great. Yeah, it's a good idea.
So, are there any hospitals a lot like St. Jude?
Are there hospitals like St. Jude? Not here, but I would say that our hospital's fantastic.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're doing a good job.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
that's nice. Yeah.
What's the one thing you wish more people know about cancer services?
So all of our services are free. Cancer Services was founded in 1948, so
Wow.
a lot of years ago, right? 75 years. Older than all of us. Maybe not combined, but older than all of us. All of our services are free. We tell our clients that it is a one-way street. When they're going through cancer and through their journey, it's a one-way street. We won't even accept donations from our clients. So they can get rides to treatment, anything from the Unique Boutique. We help with bills, all of the emotional support. It's all free. And we
Wow.
can only pay for that because people support us, like through fundraisers, local businesses and local individuals, Michigan Health Endowment Fund.
So, where can I learn more about the cancer services?
How can they know more about us?
Yeah, they can call our office. They can visit our website. Our website is www.cancerservicesmidland.org. Or they can just simply stop in to take a tour of the building.
We
and-
love to have company. Come and we will give you a tour. We love our agency and we're very grateful because our partners at My Michigan Health are going to allow us to live in the cancer center. We'll be able to not live. We get to work there, but it is our home, so we consider it living. Free of charge, we're going to be on the campus of My Michigan Health in the cancer center in 2024.
Wow.
And they're giving us a beautiful space so that it makes it easier for their patients to get support when they're getting treatment. They won't have to take a car or get a ride to get items from us. It'll just be under one beautiful roof.
Wow.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. We're excited. Very nice meeting you.
You too. Nice meeting you too as well.
Yeah, it was nice to meet you.
So that was Eric K. and Julian Nunn about cancer services. I want to thank all the people who came today. And I'm your host, Luke John Wright, Luke John Connection, signing off. Thank you.